Welcome viewers, thanks for tuning into my channel. It's your host Nick here once again, and I'm glad that you took the time to join with me today during this festive season for yet another TV box top review. In today's video, Alfawise takes the spotlight once again with their latest surprising TV box release. This box carries some new hardware, it carries a new TV chip, and it will surprise you when you see what it can do. I'm always excited to see what new boxes brings to the industry. This box is the Alfawise H96 Mini, Amlogic T962E, quad-core Android 7.1 4K TV box. After the break, we have a full review of its hardware and features, so stay tuned. We have more in a moment. Say goodbye to 2017, and hello to 2018. Gearbest is going out with a bang, with their latest promotion. Get the best value packages from as low as 99 cents, and enjoy flash sales with discounts of up to 70% on selected items. Get New Year's lucky gift bags, and make any order over $60 and include an add-on product for just $3.99. Get discounts of up to 30% on massive markdowns on top electronics, and there's a King of the Brand product sale. Get all these great deals and more when you shop at gearbest.com during the 26th of December to the 8th of January 2018. See the link in the description area for more information. So I'm back, and to get things started, here I have the box that the H96 Mini comes in. Because it's an Alfawise model, it comes in the same package design as the H96 Pro Plus and the H96 Max. There are no specifications printed anywhere on the outside, so I'll just take minutes to do a quick unboxing. Setup guide. Let's take a look at what ports we get on this box. If we look to the back, here you can see you have two HDMI ports, an HDMI input and an HDMI output. There is one RJ45 Ethernet port, an optical audio port, and a DC power input. To the side, you have two USB 2.0 ports, one audio-video port, and a micro SD card slot. There's nothing on the other side. To the front, you have a blue LED power light strip that's not very visible. To the top, you have the Alfawise logo, and to the bottom, there are lots of ventilation holes. So I'll now set this box up on my TV, and let's see what the box can do. So here we are at the startup of the H96 Mini, and the box starts with the H96 Mini logo. This is then followed by an M-box animation which takes a few seconds. And then you're taken to the launcher. The design and layout of the launcher has not changed. It's the same launcher used in all their H96 models. It comes with a standard navigation bar at the bottom, and a status bar at the top for easy navigation and multitasking. The launcher is easy to navigate with large buttons and the option to add and remove shortcuts to the launcher. In the apps section, here we have your normal set of system and browsing applications, and additional apps like Miracast, Netflix and KDMC. There's a new application here which is TV app. This is simply a secondary display from another media output which utilizes the HDMI input port on the box. Here you can see that I plugged in another TV box. However, that's its only feature. There are no options to record or adjust the screen, or use picture-in-picture display. So I'll install my usual set of system and benchmarking applications, and then I'll move on to the next segment. Welcome back, and to start this segment, let's check to see if the box is rooted. And it shows that the box is rooted, running on Android 7.1.2 Nougat operating system. With this root access you have the freedom to download and install any app you like from the Google Play Store without restrictions. I'll also be testing the root permissions later on in this video to see if my gamepad key mapping application works. Next we have the DRM information. The results remain the same as in other boxes. The H96 Mini only has support for Google Widevine and CENC ClearKey support. This allows paid subscription apps like Netflix and others to only show in standard quality. Let's now take a look at some system and hardware information. It shows that the manufacturer is Amlogic, and the model here is the H96 Mini as we already know. The box has 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of internal storage. What is shown here is the remaining RAM and internal storage after the Android installation and apps installed on the box. The CPU is a 64-bit quad-core ARM Cortex-A53 processor, with a CPU clock range of up to 1.4 GHz. This is lower than expected, because most boxes run up to 1.5 GHz. This decrease in clock speed is due to the Amlogic T962E quad-core CPU used in this box. However, the box only has support for 32-bit ABIs, which limits the box to 32-bit applications. The display is powered by the ARM Mali 450 GPU, with a refresh rate of 60 Hz. It has support for dual-band Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi Direct is supported. The version of Android is 7.1.2 Nougat. The box runs cool around 50 to 60 degrees Celsius on normal room temperature, and around 44 to 50 degrees on passive cooling. The box comes with codecs like H264 HEVC and VP9 decoding, codecs needed to play 4K videos. That's all for system and hardware information, and I now move on to the benchmarks. First I have the results of the memory read and write speeds. The H96 Mini has a RAM copy speed of 2679 MB per second. The internal storage has a read speed of 67 MB per second and a write speed of 48, and the SD card slot has a read speed of 14 MB per second and a write speed of 12. I have the results of the Wi-Fi speed test. On the 2.4 and 5.8 GHz band, the speeds fell a bit below my maximum internet connection of 40 MB. However, the Ethernet LAN connection hit the maximum speed with every try, which means that this box runs faster on Ethernet connection. I now show the results of the Antutu benchmark. And it shows that the H96 Mini got a score of 33,717. This score is a little below average. Don't be alarmed by this. Keep watching to the end of the video and you will see what I mean. Now the results of the Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark. The H96 Mini has a Geekbench 4 score of 624 single-core and 1809 multi-core. This score remains consistent with other boxes in its class. And last I have the results of the Ice Storm Extreme GPU benchmark. And it shows that the box got a score of 4151, which is not quite as high, but keep watching and you be the judge. I'll now play a couple of 4K video samples to test the box's 4K playback capability. I'm running a high-end graphics game. This game is called Godfire Eyes of Prometheus. This game uses a lot of system resources, and it's the game I would choose to run on one of those Rockchip RK3399 boxes. I decided to run it on this box because I saw the performance earlier in the 4K video test that got my attention. So with the graphics set to maximum quality detail, let's take in some gaming action. Please note, this game contains fighting and blood, so parental discretion is advised. As you can clearly see, I'm just as surprised you are. The H96 Mini played that game flawlessly, even better than all the TV boxes with much higher benchmarks. I'm starting to see TV boxes perform much better on less resources, and I give the H96 Mini high user experience scores for achieving this level of performance. I almost forgot, my key mapping application worked well on this box, which I also used to play this game. And for those of you who also use webcams, they too have permissions and work well on this box. So in summary, I would have to say that the new CPU in the H96 Mini surprised me and performed so well. I am impressed with how well the user experience is on this box on the new TV chip. For the third time we have seen a TV box with much lower benchmarks than those high-end boxes, and outperform them in 3D gaming and playing 4K videos. The root access and permissions allowed me to use both key mapping applications and mirroring apps, as well as USB webcams work without any problems. On the flip side, the only issue I had with this box is that it cannot play YouTube in 2K or 4K quality, and the box comes with an infrared remote, which really isn't anything to complain about. The Wi-Fi hardware used and the reception in this box could have been better. So as I end my review of H96 Mini, I would like to say what better way to end 2017 with a TV box that cost just $59 and can deliver and outperform other high-end boxes we have seen earlier this year. So I'm giving the H96 Mini 2 thumbs up and the OK to purchase for performance, user experience and price. If you are interested in this dynamic TV box called the H96 Mini by Alfawise, special links have been placed in the description area and also on my website, so be sure to check those out, as it helps to support this channel and my website, and will allow me to bring more TV boxes and accessories in 2018. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video if it was intriguing as I found it was, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more TV box top in 2018.